My name's Charlene Wright. I was a professor in the business department for 31 years, and I just retired in this December.
I'm Lexi Jones. I'm the coordinator of tutoring. I have been at BC3 since the late 80s, and I'm being recognized for my retirement.
I think I had the greatest job in the world. I do. Just, the schedules, the summertime that you have off, it refreshes you. You could do things and come back and just kind of start all over with a bunch of new faces and just move on through the semester. It was a great job. It was really hard. It was a very hard decision for me to retire.
I'm Kathy Summers, Director of IT at BC3. After 42 years, I'll be retiring in June.
I have not skipped a beat. I transitioned immediately into the role of caregiver of my now nearly 9-month-old grandson, and there hasn't been much time for me to think about the transition. I just hit the ground running, and this is my first time back at BC3, my first day off from looking after little James.
Well, I actually began to work at BC3 before I became a student. I was a non-traditional student, so I took classes in the evening. I received a 2-year degree from BC3, and then I pursued my bachelor's at La Roche. And then recently, I decided to work on my master's degree, and I completed my master's degree from Geneva.
Over the years, being involved with so many different types of students from so many different backgrounds and walks of life, and some that struggle and they're afraid to tell the teacher about it, and so I would try to encourage them to come see me if they have questions, want to talk about something, and try to be approachable and not a standoffish professor.
It has always been so gratifying when students who are a little bit tentative about seeking help and being self-advocates actually come down, they sign up for the tutoring program, the tutoring experience, and they are hesitant. And they meet with a tutor, and immediately things begin to click, and they see that help is accessible, and it works.
One of my fears as Director of IT has been the security of the data. That was part of my job responsibility, and I think that data security has become a very important issue.
What becomes really even more gratifying is those students who stay with tutoring and have a successful outcome, and that's many, many students. They want to pay it forward, and so the following semester we have many students who come back and say, I want to be a tutor. So it's kind of a program that perpetuates that idea of paying it forward.
Part of my job that I really enjoy the most is the interactions with the users, the staff and students that we serve, and the interactions within our department with everyone that works as a team.
Since I've retired, or even right before I retired, I was really touched by a lot of my colleagues that, I'm going to get emotional, that just came to me for advice. I don't know why. I mean, I guess I know why, because I was the old one of the group. But they would come to me and always ask me, what do I think about this? What would you do? And it just touched my heart.
I'd like to spend time volunteering. I haven't had time to do that, and I think that I could be a valuable volunteer. I just have to find my niche.
I was a master gardener for many years, and I kind of got away from that, and I'm thinking about getting more active in that again. I'm thinking about volunteering. I teach yoga. I'm a yoga teacher, and I was thinking about exploring things with the Institute of Learning and Retirement up at Slippery Rock, and maybe do some classes up there. I like to be with people. I do miss the people here, the social environment. So I'm sure I'll be doing something that involves lots of people.
I think that's why my job has been so satisfying. You can really see evidence of people wanting to do something good for other people and then wanting to pay it forward.
Dr. Steve Catt, former Director of Event and Grant Management, retired from BC3 after 31 years of service. In his very first position as coordinator of student activities and in teaching classes, Steve's enjoyed seeing students transform themselves, hit their stride, and become confident adults. A funny memory Steve shared was being a 5'8" administrator trying to break up fights, so he was grateful for the approval of campus police by President Bartok. During his time at the college, Steve feels good about helping students succeed, playing a role in creating the computer forensics, robotics, and advanced manufacturing programs, and quietly making the campus safer and welcoming behind the scenes. Steve recognizes Janice Ryder, Dorothy Burnside, and Sylvia Enslin as people who supported him and whom he learned from every day. Steve now works for the Advanced Robotics for Manufacturing Institute, traveling the nation and helping move the manufacturing workforce toward a bright future. Linda Dodd retired last June as the Executive Director of Human Resources and Equal Opportunity Compliance Officer after 31 years of service to BC3. Linda has held positions as a payroll clerk, executive administrative assistant for the Office of the President, and secretary to the Board of Trustees, in addition to her many roles in human resources, where she advanced to executive director. She has also taught courses for BC3. In addition to holding leadership roles on many boards, Linda has received several awards in recognition of her service. Linda most enjoyed assisting others and believed the sky was the limit when something needed accomplished. She recognizes the assistance, dedication, and talent of the HR and payroll staff, as well as the Board of Trustees, with whom she worked closely over the years. Linda was honored to serve under several presidents, especially under the leadership and vision of Dr. Newpower. She will always be a proud BC3 graduate and honored to have been a member of the team. Linda and her husband Eric will be celebrating 30 years of marriage this year. We also wish to note the retirement of Don Stewart, custodian at BC3.